In 2015, I set out to hike the Grand Canyon rim to rim to rim in 24 hours. And I failed. I barely made it to the top of the North Rim. In 2017, I went back and successfully completed the distance in 20 hours and 38 minutes. This year, 2018, my plan was to go back and do it faster. My goal? 16 hours. I decided to document the whole process, so my camera went with me almost every Saturday. I'm going back to the canyon again, rim to rim to rim. What I've decided to do is, as I'm training, I'm going to be making videos. And if anything's worth doing, it's worth doing with a friend. So I invited my friend, Carl Dobbins. He is a longtime friend of mine, one of my very best friends. I've known him 20 years or so. He's more like a brother, actually.
We worked together in scouting many years ago, and at that time our families became close, we became friends, we'd do things together. My kids call Jared Uncle Jared because we'd be together and we're like brothers. When I heard Jared talking about it, I got excited. I was like, let me figure out if I can do this.
When he first came in and told me that he was going to go with you, I was worried. I was scared that someone would get hurt, but I was excited that he was going to go, and it would be a lot of fun.
Carl, in turn, invited some of his family, namely his son, CJ. He would go with us the full distance. We weren't worried about CJ. He's been running since he was 8 or 9 years old. And not just running, but winning. He is only 15, and he recently ran the Phoenix Marathon in 3 hours and 40 minutes. Yeah, I bet you probably beat a lot of the adults too, huh?
Probably.
No, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was the first time he had ever even run that far. Look, there he is passing us up on one of our training runs at the Grand Canyon. No, we weren't worried about CJ, but we were a little worried about ourselves.
You guys walk too much.
We were both out of shape. Carl and I knew if we were going to achieve our goal of 16 hours, we would need to run as much of it as we could. We would need to become trail runners. Right now, I'm doing everything from trail running to trail walking, trail hiking, and sometimes trail limping. Since this hike is becoming more of a run, instead of a hike, I'm trying to streamline my stuff, my gear a little bit. So I've switched to a sort of an ultra running hydration vest. So I'm not really sure if I'm ready to switch over to a hat like this yet, because I really like my other hat.
Organic, dried cane syrup. I went to REI, I looked around, saw those $100 and something vests, talked to this lady, couldn't find anything I wanted. I looked on Amazon and found this vest for like 40 bucks. So this is my first day out with it. It feels pretty good. So I think I like it. Try to find something that would cover my neck better. And then I found this thing is supposed to be able to fill it with water too and kind of keep cool. So I'm liking it so far. I might look like a dork, but it's all right.
It's functional. Yeah, I think you look like a ninja. The ninjas are cool. Carl and I are making the slow transition, sort of from hiking to hikers to trail runners. We were talking about our bad knees and all the ailments that we have and stuff. And then we talked about, I was asking him when his birthday was. So he just turned 47. I'm gonna be 47 in May. And we were laughing because we're like, we're almost 50 and we choose now to get into running. Say that again.
We're the oldest trail runners out here.
We knew we would need to train and train a lot. So we trained and we trained and we trained.
This is brutal.
We knew if we were gonna be successful, we would need to put in a lot of miles. You gotta put in the miles. And right now, 7.5 miles is a long run for me. It's a little less than 10 miles. About 3 miles this morning, and then I put in a couple miles on the treadmill. Now I'm out here putting in another 4. 10.5 miles?
10.5.
I've decided I'm gonna do a half marathon distance today too. Last week, and every week, I go a little bit further. 11.1 miles, about 15 miles today. So I need to get the mileage. You gotta keep doing, I gotta keep doing miles. I'm putting in the miles. Did about 15.7 miles, 25.6 miles, 26 miles. Now we're gonna go do the remaining 0.2, so we have a total of a marathon. Carl and I just made a decision. We're gonna add some miles. 34.1 miles, 29.4 miles. How long did it take us? I can't even remember now.
Almost 8 hours.
Yeah, just under 8 hours. What do you have, 13.6?
13.6.
13.6 miles. I did a little over a half marathon, and it's, at one point that seemed like a lot. Now it seems like we're just barely starting. I had a lot of setbacks along the way, and at times I wondered if I would even be able to do it at all. Unfortunately, I've kind of run into some problems. My right hip is on fire. My right knee is really bugging me. I'm starting to have a little bit of an IT band pain. It's like someone's stabbing a knife into the side of your knee. My knee pain is back, and it's back with a vengeance. The pain gets so bad that I have to walk. It's hard to keep pushing through it. I'm getting concerned because my hip isn't getting much better because my left Achilles heel has been really bothering me. It's just been really painful. My hip is hurting, and I start feeling the IT band knee pain. It's kind of debilitating. I've been sick for the last 2 weeks. I've had a respiratory infection. My nose is running like this, like a faucet, and I have to sniff every other breath, and it's just really annoying. Excuse me. My foot started hurting. I don't know if I have a stress fracture. I sure hope that's not what it is. See what the doctor says. Bone spurs in both of my heels, a little bit of acute sesamoiditis, arthritis in my left foot. That could also be contributing to the pain. Some other kind of issue, it's called a stress reaction. It's like a never-ending story. It's like, if it's not my hip, it's my knee. If it's not my knee, it's my Achilles tendon. If it's not that, I'm sick. And if I'm not sick, well, I've got a problem with my foot. So it's really bothering me. I'm frustrated. I'm trying to do the best that I can. It's discouraging. It's frustrating. Yeah, I'm just really frustrated right now. But even with all the setbacks, as far as I could tell, the training was working. My resting heart rate went from 85 to 52. I lost 12 pounds and a toenail.
They used to always do adventures together, and through the years as we've moved around, kids have grown up and life has gotten busy. That friendship, they're put on pause, just life was busy and they didn't get to see each other for a number of years. So I'm very happy that the friendship has been rekindled, and I think it's really awesome that Jared and Carl get to do this together.
After all the planning, training, and preparation, the time finally came for us to go. So we packed up and headed out. All right, guys. What's the official time?
3:43.
You're free to go, CJ. CJ's taking off. Carl, CJ, and I are doing rim to rim to rim. And we just started our descent into the canyon on South Kaibab. Carlene, Torri, and Steven are going to do rim to river to rim today. And they will be starting a little later in the morning. And we're gonna have a little game and see if we can catch up to them before they finish, but we'll see. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, and I think we're both a little tired, which isn't a good sign, because we got a long ways to go, and we just barely started.
We've gone about 4 miles, 4.1. CJ's long gone. He left us in the beginning. Right now we're feeling good. The sun's coming up. We're excited to keep moving.
Awesome, so we're pretty much right on schedule.
4 minutes ahead of schedule.
Okay, that's good.
No loitering on the bridge. Ever see those signs? Like next to on the highway, you'll see a sign that says no loitering.
No loitering on the bridge. We don't have any time for loitering.
We have 10 minutes to get to Phantom Ranch.
Okay, and it's only like a mile from here.
It's a half.
Half a mile. Okay, so cool. We're ahead of pace. You know, after all the preparation and planning and training, the day has finally come for us to do this. All the buildup, it's a little surreal that today is the day. I think back to January when I just started training for this, and Carl and I had made the commitment to come here. Man, at that point I thought, man, it's so far away, and we had so much training, so much time ahead of us. It's gone by so quick, and here we are. Man, it feels so good to be done with South Kaibab. It's a beautiful trail, but it is really hard. It's really brutal, very technical, and it really beats you up. You have to be careful.
We got to go.
That's when the real work begins. Gravity was pulling us down South Kaibab, and now we have to fight gravity going up. The trail from Phantom Ranch, past Ribbon Falls, to Cottonwood, to Manzanita, then up to the North Rim is all a slight incline until we get to Manzanita. Then it's about 6 or 7 miles of pretty much straight up, 6,000 feet elevation gain. Now we're doing some of that right now, but most of it is right in the last part of the trail. We just crossed the 11-mile mark. So we're about halfway to the North Rim. I don't know about Carl, but I'm actually really tired right now. CJ left us a message.
I was just thinking of trying to write something to CJ for later when he comes back, like put a message on one of those things. And I look up and I was like, oh, maybe somebody else did that. Then I was like, whoa, that's from CJ. Whoa, check that out, 6:10.
He went through here at 6:10. It's now about 7 o'clock, so he's almost an hour ahead of us. He must be flying.
Hey everyone, it's about 6:23 here with the JV squad. Me, Stephen Jones, Carlene Jones, Torri Dobbins. Headed down the Kaibab Trail. It's about 6:28, a little bit behind schedule, but we're all set and we're headed down now.
It's 7:05 and we're just making it to Cedar Ridge. I think we're a little behind schedule, only because that's what I hear everybody say, so I just assume we're behind schedule too. Woohoo! Feels like the desert. It's pretty hot out. I'm feeling pretty good. I think that we're on schedule.
What time is it?
I don't know. 8:10.
8:10.
Yep.
All right. All right, let's keep going.
I've hit a little bit of a wall. I haven't told Carl this yet, but I'm really not doing well. My stomach is upset. I'm just really tired. Hopefully I'll be able to recover, because I'm just not doing well and we have a long ways to go. Well, we passed Ribbon Falls. We're starting to head towards Cottonwood, and the sun has come over the ridge, and feels pretty good actually. It's kind of breathing new life into me. I'm starting to feel a little bit better, and I was feeling really bad. I started to worry about whether or not I could keep going. It's embarrassing. It's frustrating. It's really hard. I don't want to hold Carl back. But I'm starting to feel better, so that's good.
9:26.
Took us 3 hours to get to the bottom. We're doing great. Woohoo!
I guess it's time for an update here. So we're now finishing up the Kaibab Trail here, South Kaibab. We made it down. It took us about 3 hours, and as you can see, we're crossing the bridge now in the Colorado. We're getting on the other side. No one has fallen, and there's been no injuries. So far we're doing pretty good. My knees hurt, but I think that's to be expected. What hurts on you guys?
The ankles.
Ankles?
Tori, what hurts? Everything.
Everything?
Tori's toenail fell off.
Oh, Tori's toenail fell off, that's right.
I wonder how Dad and Jared and CJ are doing, where they're at right now.
I got nothing in here good.
I'm pretty much having a meltdown. I hit the wall. I'm feeling sick. I have no energy. As far as I can tell, I'm hydrated. I've been eating, but my stomach just is not cooperating. Good news is we're a little bit ahead of our schedule, but that time is fading fast. I'm just very discouraged, very upset. I keep thinking all that training, all that time, all that work and focusing on this. We're only 15 miles in, and now I don't know if I can do it. I can't believe that I'm crashing like this. I feel bad because I'm holding Carl back. After the little episode at Cottonwood, took a break, got something to drink and eat, some electrolytes. Starting to feel better, but I still have to go slow. hopefully we can speed up here soon.
I know how much he enjoys being outdoors. This is something that's not easy to do. It makes me think of the poem Invictus. I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
And sometimes you don't get every goal. Sometimes you don't get the goal when you want it. Like I didn't make the first trip when I went out to do the Grand Canyon. I failed the first time.
JV squad checking in here. We're down here at Bright Angel Creek, right here, right before Phantom Ranch, and we're just chillaxing here with some bumblebee chicken spread and crackers, and enjoying our sweet time here while the other varsity squad is probably busting their butt trying to get down here right now. But we're fine here, just put our shoes off.
It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock now, so got plenty of time to try to make it back up. It gets dark around 7:30. Our goal is to be up before the sun sets, which I think is more than realistic. And we'll check in with you later.
What are you guys doing? We're making the Grand Canyon puzzle.
down to the Grand Canyon.
100 pieces. And then we're gonna write our names and the time that we left, so that when CJ and my dad come through here, they'll know what time we left here. Kind of gauge. What time is it? Right now it's only 10:41. We'll finish this puzzle, relax a little bit more, drink some water, and then we'll head the long trek up the Bright Angel Trail.
Hey everyone, just checking in. It's about 11:30. We're headed across the Silver Bridge on our way to Angel Bright. I still haven't seen CJ. I was kind of maybe thought I might see him because he's a killer. So we were kind of expecting him to start leading the way from the varsity squad. But us JV people, we're just headed to Angel Bright now. All right, check.
We made it to the North Rim in just over 8 hours. It's a little bit slower than what we wanted, but we just spent about an hour up there. I've just been dealing with nausea this whole time. And honestly, I was thinking, I don't know if it'd be smart for me to go back, because I've just been feeling so terrible. I've been trying to decide if I'm gonna take the shuttle back, or if I was gonna go back across. And I came up here to do this. I came up here to do the Grand Canyon rim to rim to rim. And that's what I'm gonna do. Chances are good we're not gonna get 16 hours. That'll have to be another time. But I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make it all the way. I don't care how long it takes.
How do I feel about Carl doing the Grand Canyon at his age? I am excited that he's doing this. It's something he's always wanted to do, and I'm glad that he's doing it with family and a good friend.
Yeah, there's something about doing things together. Like the teamwork, the just building upon each other's motivation.
Yeah, it's like having an accountability partner, right?
It is.
It's like you don't want to let each other down, and at the same time, one person might be feeling better than the other person. Like you're having a good day, I'm having a bad day. I don't want to like slow you down. I'm making my way towards Phantom Ranch. I'm trying to run as much as I can, but as you can see, I'm walking right now. I'm still nauseous. I've been nauseous all day, so as a result, I haven't been able to eat anything, hardly anything. I've been trying, and I haven't had very little to drink. So I'm in a pretty bad situation right now. I have no idea how I'm going to get out of here. I've got to go up Bright Angel. That's 9 miles and 5,000 feet elevation gain. That's going to take a long time. My hope of getting 16 hours is completely gone. I don't know what the elapsed time is right now. I don't even think I can get 20 hours. Carl has taken off. I think he's probably going to go up, get his time, and then come down maybe. I don't know. I'm perfectly happy with that. He's been working really hard on this. There's no need for him to hang out with me, and I just can't do it. Yeah, this whole day has been the exact opposite of what I imagined, the exact opposite of what I thought it would be, completely different than what I trained for, and I don't know why. Just not my day. It's just not my day.
So we just got out of the Bright Angel trailhead. Now at the top. Took us a little less than 12 hours. We started at 6:30, now it's 6. And we heard that CJ had to take a bus around. He should be here in about an hour. And we'll just wait around and see when Dad and Jared will come out. We feel pretty good. We're proud of ourselves. We're not dead. We're good. We're excited.
JV squad checking in. It's about 6:30. We just rounded up CJ, and the first person that we've seen from the varsity squad. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it rim to rim to rim, but he got a cool bus ride back, and now he's here with us. And
we're waiting for Dad to come out. He told us to meet him at 9:45. He called us like an hour ago.
Let's see. So I'm 18 hours and like 23 minutes. It was tough. That North Rim is tough. That thing is tough. Wow. It was challenging, that's for sure.
How's Jared?
He's not that good. He just couldn't. He was just sick, and he couldn't do anything about it. So he just struggled. He was actually really putting a lot of effort in. He was really trying, and he just couldn't. He couldn't go, so he had to stop.
Where's he at?
I know at least Jared has some kind of expectation as to wanting to beat his time or how he wants this trip to go. And the words of encouragement that I would hope to be able to send with them would just be to just enjoy the moment, regardless of what the outcome may be. You know, just be happy you're there together and enjoy the moment.
I made it to Phantom Ranch. I sat on a picnic table, was resting, and was trying to wait so I could eat something and drink something, but I just was not feeling well, just feeling really nauseous, and all of a sudden I started puking. Suddenly there's a crowd of people around me, and next thing you know, I'm at the ranger station. And Dan and Ed are taking care of me. They're saying that I just have a significant deficit in calories and that my body's starting to shut down, so I still can't believe this day has ended this way. But I guess it could be worse. It's 4 a.m. and I just left Phantom Ranch. I spent the night there. The Rangers didn't want me to leave. They said that my body was so depleted, things could get a lot worse. I guess I'm very fortunate that I stopped right there at Phantom Ranch and started puking because there were people there that could help, and I didn't realize that I was that far gone. I knew it was bad, but I didn't realize that it was that bad, that I was very close to having some serious problems. And I would have been one of those Grand Canyon statistics. I guess I still am, and I had to be treated by the Rangers and kept overnight. So I'm making my way up Bright Angel. I am going to go really slow. Really slow. He hung back with me most of the day. I'm so glad that he made the decision to head on. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to the most right now, is hearing how Carl did. I can't wait for that.
I think it is. Hey, Jay!
That's crazy. Are you still nauseous?
No.
There you go. 30 hours.
Okay, I still have to go the rest of the way. So maybe I can do that with the Dobbins. Everybody. Oh, and the Jones.
They're the JV team.
Everyone,
You
yeah.
can see the videos.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to run the rest of this stupid trail. Oh, you got Dr. Pepper? Yeah. That's awesome. Wait, is that for me?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I got into trail running so I could do the Grand Canyon faster. It really didn't turn out that way. Now I ask myself, will I continue running? But the real question is, will I ever go back to the canyon again? You know what else those guys said at the I Run store? The guy, I think he's the owner. I don't know, his name's Mark. And he was saying that, he said, if you can run the Grand Canyon, you can run 100 miles. So that's our next thing.
We're going to that.
We'll go run 100 miles now.